Hey everybody, it's Tyler with another uh, briefly pitch. I'm in the car, it's late in the evening, and if you know anything about my briefly pitch stuff, is basically I pitch to you while driving because stuff pops in my head and it keeps the brain working. And the purpose of this is basically I take properties that I like, comics, movies, TV shows, reboot, requel, sequel, pitch ideas for properties, IPs that I don't own. And just fun to do and discuss, hey, what could we do with these if I was in charge? Now, as of this recording, which I stipulate in a lot of these because I record so many of these that I have stuff that's going out way far in and out. So, the Peacemaker Season 2 finale has ended. And so, spoilers for that, okay? Spoilers for Peacemaker Season 2, Peacemaker DC Universe discussions. And we have a whole episode over on Krypton Report, which is my main podcast, about Peacemaker Season 2. So go check that out. So this is going to kind of piggyback some stuff. But for our thoughts on the series and season, go check that out. But here we go. In Peacemaker Season 2, they set up Checkmate. Checkmate has been depicted as different in the comics, and it appeared in Smallville as being an organization, secret government type organization, that's been against metahumans, for metahumans, or whatever. I'm going to read the Checkmate comics that James Gunn referenced here shortly. But in the DC universe, we have some things going on that is interesting with what's going on with Lex Luthor and Rick Flag. So that's something that I want to throw up there. It's kind of a red flag on the field. The other thing is Argus is kind of this in part of the government and is having, with Rick Flag, letting basically criminals work for him for Argus with what's being done with Luthor's Goon Squad. Checkmate's supposed to be there to stand against that. So there was supposed to be a Waller TV series, and it has had a lot of issues getting off the ground. And my thought is this: what if we make just a Checkmate movie? Da-da-da-da. And it's kind of our big, it's kind of what we would have done with the Waller series. And, Rick Flag is now in charge and has access to Task Force M. And we do not know exactly what's going to be in Creature Commando Season 2. But the idea is Amanda Waller kind of repairs her relationship with her daughter and comes to help her in Checkmate to take on Rick Flag because of things that Flag has done, and where Flag is working with Luthor. But this is where they need more people, to be part of Checkmate. Okay? And I think there's some smaller kind of DC villain, hero-esque people we can get. Maybe Plastique. Okay? I don't know why I'm not thinking of a couple off the top of my head right now because I'm truly late. But I'm thinking Deathstroke. Deathstroke's kind of teetered that line between hero and villain at times. Sometimes as an anti-hero. I know he's often depicted as the villain of the Titans / Teen Titans. But this would be a great place to bring in Deathstroke and to have him work with Checkmate as a big name, big character to introduce that Waller brings to her, with her, into, what do you call it, the whole situation. I don't like where Peacemaker the season ended because I saw something today about James Gunn saying that there'll be pieces of it moving into the DCU forward. But I'm just kind of concerned, like, you have these characters that we've loved, and you made a very great self-contained first season, which is very much like a Peacemaker movie, like a spin-off movie. Then the second season's like your, Empire Strikes Back. Okay? So what's your third? If you're not going to do a third season, I think it's kind of bullcrap, honestly. I think that you do a third season of Peacemaker, um, and continue on, and you really flesh out Checkmate. But if not, having the Checkmate and you bring in other characters into Checkmate as an organization, like a counterbalance maybe of with metahumans, because we're not really sure what they're classifying Judo Master, and to be honest, they're throwing around the term metahuman very loosely right now. Um, so we'll see what that looks like. But I really want to see Amanda Waller come back, and I want to see what that would look like. And this be kind of this Argus film that kind of goes along with maybe The Man of Tomorrow. But I don't know. Like, with The Man of Tomorrow coming out, what does that look like? It's going to be a Superman-based movie, right? With Lex Luthor. But there better be something going down. I don't know. There better be some twists and turns. But I think Checkmate as a movie could be really cool. What are your thoughts? This is just kind of off the fly, thinking about Peacemaker. And I'll have more thoughts on Peacemaker in the season. But I'm just not happy. I really feel underwhelmed. So, but yeah, Checkmate. Check it out.